Today, we remember a man who changed what it means to be a judge. Judge Frank Caprio passed away after a long battle with pancreatic cancer, but his legacy lives on in every life he touched, every ticket he dismissed with compassion, and every person he treated with dignity. For decades, Judge Caprio presided over traffic court in Providence, Rhode Island. But his courtroom was unlike any other in America. It wasn't about punishment, it was about understanding. It wasn't about collecting fines, it was about helping people through their hardest moments. People came from all over the world to see him. They called him America's nicest judge. And once you see these stories, you'll understand why. Today, we're going to look at the most heartwarming moments from Judge Caprio's legendary career. From 96-year-old fathers still caring for their sick sons, to refugees starting new lives in America, to kids who got to be judge for a day. Get your tissues ready, because these stories will restore your faith in humanity. Let's begin. Our first story is about Victor Kella, a 96-year-old man facing charges of speeding in a school zone. Now, you might think, 96 years old? What's he doing speeding? Well, that's exactly what Judge Caprio wanted to know. Mr. Kella, you are charged with a school zone violation, the judge said, which means that you are exceeding the speed limit in a school zone. But Kella wasn't the type to go fast for no reason, and what he explained next brought the entire courtroom to tears. "I don't drive that fast, Judge," Kella said. "I'm 96 years old, and I drive slowly. I only drive when I have to. I was going to the blood work for my boy. He's handicapped." The judge paused. "You were taking your son to the doctor's office?" "Yeah, I take him for blood work every 2 weeks because he's got cancer." Let that sink in for a moment. This 96-year-old man was still taking care of his son, still driving him to medical appointments, still being a father at an age when most people need care themselves. Judge Caprio was visibly moved. "You are a good man," he said. "You really are what America is all about. Here you are in your 90s and you're still taking care of your family. That's just a wonderful thing." Then the judge asked about his son's age. "How old is your son?" 63. 63 years old, and his father was still driving him to his appointments, still making sure he got the care he needed. "And Daddy still taking care of him, right?" the judge said with a smile. "I only drive when I have to," Kella repeated. Judge Caprio pointed to someone sitting in the back, his own son. "You see that young man over there? That's my son. Now he's looking at me saying, 'Dad, when you're in your 90s, you're going to be driving me around. You're setting a bad example. You're putting a lot of pressure on me.'" The courtroom laughed. But then came the moment that made Kella's day, maybe even his year. "Listen, sir," Judge Caprio said, "I wish you all the best. I wish the best for your son. I wish you good health, and your case is dismissed. Good luck to you, and God bless you." Kella was grateful, so grateful in fact that he and Judge Caprio became friends. They even appeared together on a cooking show hosted by the judge's son. "The best people I ever had in my life is the judge and his son. Everybody was fantastic. I'm really speechless." That's the kind of judge Frank Caprio was. He didn't just dismiss a ticket, he made a friend. He didn't just see a violation, he saw a loving father doing his best. Our next story is about Andrea, a woman who had 5 unpaid tickets when she appeared in court. But Andrea wasn't just dealing with parking tickets, she was dealing with the worst thing a parent can face. Judge Caprio started by going through her violations. Some dated back to 2004 and 2005, which were too old to prosecute and were dismissed. Then you got a ticket on Friendship Street in 2008. That was a parking meter. That's going to cost you $25. Then you have another parking meter in 2014 on Friendship Street. That's another $25. The fines were adding up. But then Andrea explained why she got one of the tickets, and her story was absolutely heartbreaking. The one on the 11th, I went to Social Security because they had cut my check. My son was recently killed last year, so they cut my check because he had owed money. So I had to go to Social Security to fix that matter. When I came out, I had a ticket. While she was battling grief and money problems, Andrea was slapped with another ticket, then another. Another time, the parking meter wasn't working. I have the picture for that. Then, on the 14th, I was at court because my landlord was trying to evict me. I was at eviction court. Come out, I got a ticket. The landlord had won possession of the apartment. Andrea had to move at her lowest point. Then I get another one because I tried to go to legal services to try to get help to fix this. I go get some change out of Dunkin' Donuts, come out, I got a $100 ticket. Judge Caprio had been listening intently. He finally spoke. What was the situation with the mix-up in Social Security with your son? My son was killed last year, March of last year, so they said that he owed $75 of overpayment from May of 2016. Mind you, he was already deceased at that time. So what they did was they stopped my whole check until I went in there to fix the problem. The judge was considering how to navigate Andrea's case when she filled the silence with more of her story. I've had a tough year already. I really have. I'm on SSDI. I don't have $400 to give you, on top of whatever else. I really don't. I just had to come up with money for a new apartment. I'm still paying Russell and Boy for my son's funeral. I don't know where this money is supposed to come from. The judge was still deliberating when Andrea spoke up again, and what she said next was devastating. I wish I would have got my brother that night and he wouldn't have killed my son. That's why my son's gone, and I'm just really having a tough time, Your Honor. Her own brother had killed her son. The judge's voice was gentle. I think we can all express sympathy to you and understand the trauma that you have experienced. I'm going to take all of the circumstances that you just explained to me into consideration and see if I can balance the equities to protect the interest of the city and take into consideration the horrific story that you just told us relative to your son. I don't think anyone in their lifetime would ever want to experience that. It's the worst feeling in the world. I feel so empty. Then Judge Caprio announced his verdict. I'm going to reduce this to $50. How much time do you need to pay it? I have it on me now. Despite a $350 reduction, the fine was still significant for Andrea, who had only $55 in her pocket. All right, that's not going to leave you without any money, is it? I'll leave it with $5. I'm not going to leave you with $5. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to dismiss everything. Andrea could barely speak. Thank you. All right, with our best wishes and hope that things turn around good for you. Good luck to you. God bless you. That's the kind of judge Frank Caprio was. He could have collected $400, but instead he saw a mother dealing with unimaginable grief, and he gave her a break. Then came the moment of truth. So upon reconsideration, how much do you think you want to charge her, if anything? Nothing. You want to charge her nothing? Well, then you have to bang the gavel and say case dismissed. Mara banged the gavel with authority. Case dismissed. The courtroom erupted in applause. After dismissing the ticket, Judge Caprio decided to chat with Mr. and Mrs. Alvarez. Good evening, sir. You have a wonderful daughter here. She's going to be a great doctor someday, and she's going to make you proud. Now she's going to make you even more proud. Then he said something that made the moment even more special. You've both performed a great service raising such a wonderful child, so God bless both of you. You know, good luck to you. Thank you for helping me out. You're welcome. He asked Muhammad about his background. What language do you speak? Arabic. Well, I wish I could help. I don't speak Arabic, but I am family new here. You have family here? 3 here in America. 3 years in America. And where are you from? Syria. Syria. Where do you prefer?
You prefer living here or Syria? No, here, here. Well, welcome to America. Thank you, America. Thank you, and I love people here very much. This family had fled war, crossed an ocean, and was building a new life in Providence, and Judge Caprio welcomed them with open arms.
Our next story is about another father with kids in the courtroom, but this time the kids were about to become witnesses against him. The father, an immigrant from Africa, appeared before Judge Caprio with a speeding violation. "I've been driving in Africa before the U.S.," he explained, "so I just got my U.S. license like 6 months ago." "Oh, you celebrated by speeding," Judge Caprio joked. "No, I didn't see no speed sign on Hottest Avenue." For a while, the father tried to argue his innocence, but Judge Caprio wasn't buying it. "Now, you received the driver's license in Rhode Island, right?" "Yes." "And you had to study the book, right?" "Yes, I did." "And in that book, did you read that unless otherwise posted, the speed limit within the city limits is 25? The man hesitated. "I read that, but there are some other places." "I think everyone read it, Judge." "Yeah, I read that. I read the book." The man's excuse had fallen apart, so he tried another approach, bringing his family into it. "I was with my wife and my 2 babies. They over there, you know." "Where are they?" "Oh, bring them up here. Come here." Judge Caprio called the whole family to the stand. What the man didn't realize was that he had just offered multiple witnesses. First up was his wife. "Were you in the car with him?" "Yes, I was in the passenger seat." "Did you tell him to slow down?" "Well, I didn't feel like we were exceeding too much over the limit." "Not too much?" "No, just a little." "Yeah, just a little." Judge Caprio laughed. No, she found the honest one. After his wife confirmed he was overspeeding, it was his son's turn. "Say hi." "Hi." "All right, come up here. Bring him up here. I want to ask him a question." Once the young boy reached Judge Caprio's bench, he was asked to judge his father. "Now, we're talking about your father. Right now, you're going to say guilty or not guilty. What do you say?" The boy didn't hesitate. "Guilty." "Guilty. That's it. An honest boy." The father tried to save face. No, he didn't understand. He doesn't know what he's saying. But the damage was done. Judge Caprio joked, "It's official. You are guilty." In the end, Judge Caprio gave credit to the defendant's good driving history and dismissed his charge. "Well, you have a wonderful family. I'm going to give you credit for your good driving record back in Africa. Just be careful down there. And you have a very honest young man as well. Good luck to you." "Thank you. Thank you so much." Next up is Carrie Hopkins, a college student who made Judge Caprio laugh within seconds of her appearance. "You're charged with parking during an emergency," the judge said. "What do you want to tell me about this?" "Well, Your Honor, I heard we were going to get snow. I parked at my friend's house." "Where'd you hear that? Who told you?" "I heard. My parents said we're going to get snow later." "Oh, your parents. It wasn't the meteorologist, was it? It was your parents." "Correct." Hopkins explained that her car got towed, and the towing company gave her some interesting advice. "So, I'm not a full-time student at RIC, but I am a student at RIC. And I was told when I got my car back from the towing company that if I went to court, presented myself, and said, 'Hey, I'm a student and I'm poor and I'm sorry.'" "Wait a minute, what was the name of the tow company?" "Thurber's Avenue Towing." "All right, they charged you the full amount for the tow, right?" "Yes, sir." "They didn't give you a penny off, not 1 penny, right?" "No, Your Honor." "You paid the whole thing?" "Yes, sir." And then the big shot of the tow company says, "Listen, you're paying us in full, but go to the court and talk to the judge. She'll give you a break." Hopkins insisted she didn't want a break. "Not that I'm asking for a break, but I figured I'd take my chances, because I honestly can pay it." "This is twice you mentioned honesty. Now, the more you mention honesty, the more suspicious I'm getting." "Oh yeah, it doesn't look good, does it?" Judge Caprio asked her to think of reasons why she deserved leniency, but the more she talked, the deeper she dug herself. I figured now that you dropped that one course at Rhode Island College, you must have a lot of extra money to pay for the ticket. Exactly. Actually, I can't get refunded for the course because I already paid tuition. But the judge dismissed her ticket anyway. All right, Carrie, let me tell you how I feel about it. You paid enough money for the tow. I'm not going to charge you anything for the ticket. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, good. Honestly. Now. Good luck. Thank you, sir. Our next story is about Christian Ayoyo, a homeless man who used to sleep in his car until it was taken by the authorities. When they dropped off the car, they left the plate on it. The next morning when I got there, the car had a boot. I called the person. I didn't buy the car from the original owner. I bought it from somebody else. I'm still trying to figure out who's the original owner because I don't have no paperwork to the car. There's no title. All I got is a bill of sale. I can't register the car unless I get a title. You never registered the car? No. How long did you have the car? Just a couple days. They dropped it off. The next morning, car had a boot. I stole it because I'm homeless. I live in the car, so all my stuff is in the car right now. All my clothes, all my stuff is literally in the car. Judge Caprio asked if he knew where his car was. No, I have no idea. I came here yesterday. They told me, we could probably tell you where the car is. Go to the towing company and get the stuff out of the car. All right, but you're not going to get the car back. I won't be able to. No, I have no money, unless I borrow the money. Ayoyo revealed that his car hadn't been towed yet. It just had a boot on it. First of all, I believe you, okay? And I know when you're broke, and I know when you don't have any money. The mistake you made was you were driving a car that wasn't registered, had somebody else's plates on it. But I'm going to overlook that given your circumstances in life. I know you're homeless. It's not easy sleeping in a car. I understand that. Then he pointed out another problem, the unpaid fines accrued by the previous owner. There's $290 worth of fines. My inclination is to keep the car registered in Rosarius Peña's name, so that whoever that is, they'll be responsible for these tickets, and your name won't be involved. Then he brought up the boot fee, a non-negotiable price charged to remove the wheel clamp. The other thing is for you to get the boot off the car. That's like a $100 boot fee. I mean, I could try to make a phone call if I can. I'm not sure, to be honest. Then came the twist that made Ayoyo cry. The boot fee will be paid from the Philomena Fund. You will not have to pay it. Appreciate it. The Philomena Fund is a fund named after my mom. It consists of donations that are made to this court for the court to use its discretion to help those people who are in need. So, based on that, we're going to use $100 from the Philomena Fund to help you so that you will get the car back. Ayoyo was overcome with emotion. I never had this issue before. This is my first time. My dad passed away a year ago, so it's been tough. It's been tough for me. I understand that. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. Hope things work out for you. Thank you. Before the morning is out, the boot will be released. You'll be able to go and get it. Appreciate it. In a way, Judge Caprio helped Ayoyo get his house back. This next story is about Daniel Murray, who appeared in court after racking up multiple fines. So, Murray, your motor vehicle has been booted. You have 7 violations. One's a red light, one's a school zone ticket, and the other 5 are parking tickets. All right, it's going to cost you $100 for the boot fee, and it's going to cost you $150 for the tickets. Daniel didn't have the money. Is there any way that can be deferred a little bit? I'm just in a bit of a financial situation. Judge Caprio wanted to reduce Murray's fine to whatever he could pay. How much can you pay today? I have 92 cents in my account. I just walked from East Providence this morning to get here. You walked from East Providence? Yes, Your Honor, Roger Williams app. That's 5 miles from here. Yeah, about an hour and a half. Murray had walked 90 minutes to make his court date and planned to do the same on his way back. I'm walking back right now, too. Yeah, so it's about an hour 35. I got my running shoes on, so I'm actually going to hustle. I'm going to hustle back 20 minutes.
While Murray was able to laugh about his situation, Judge Caprio was genuinely concerned. "Can you take an Uber?" "I have no money. Not right now. He's pretty much tapped out." After learning that Murray had literally no money, Judge Caprio decided to help. "I got a letter this morning from a gentleman by the name of Frank J. Damasco. It just came in this morning, actually. And here's what he said. Now, I'm on unemployment due to COVID, but I'm enclosing this for your fund. Now, my fund is the Philomena Fund, which is named after my mom. So Mr. Damasco, who's unemployed, this morning sent in $25 in cash. But Murray had bigger problems, like the $250 in parking tickets and boot fees. That's not good for me. I'm going to give it to you." "Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. You don't have to deal." "I don't mind. I got to run anyway, to be honest. I couldn't take it, Your Honor. Thank you." "Take it." "I will take it. All right. Thank you very much. You saved me a great deal of time today, Your Honor, and money." After helping out Murray, Judge Caprio asked for something in return. "I have other people who sent in contributions. They're coming from all over the world. This is an anonymous retired Los Angeles police officer from Corona, California."
This case is about Sophia, a 6-year-old whose mother was in court for an outstanding fine. "She say you are the judge that she saw on TV, the mother explained. "How old are you?" Judge Caprio asked. 5. "Get up here. Come up here." After calling Sophia to the bench, Judge Caprio asked her a few questions. "What is your name?" "Sophia." "How old are you?" 6. 6. You got old. You were 5. "She just turned 6. She was 5 when she was standing there. She's 6 now. What do you want to be when you get big?" "A farmer." "A farmer. What do you want to be?" "A farmer." "Yes." "You want to feed people? You want to raise food to feed people?" "I want to feed animals." "You want to feed animals? Well, she has a good heart." "She does." And that good heart was about to be put to the test. "I have a problem. You want to help me?" "Yes." "All right, here's my problem. Come over here. Your mother has a ticket that's $85. Don't you look at her, look at me. Your mother has a ticket that's $85. Look at me. Don't look at your mother. Okay. Now, you're going to be honest, all right? Now, I can charge her $85 or I can charge her something less. So, should I give her a break and not charge her $85? Yes. And how much should I charge her, do you think? $100. $100. The judge tried to explain to Sophia that she was raising her mother's fine. Well, $100 is more than $85. So I'm going to give you two choices, okay? I can charge her $50 or I can charge her nothing. What should I charge her? $50. $50. Okay, it seems like Sophia wasn't ready to give her mother a break. She's a tough judge. It's common core, Judge. She is a tough judge, yes. All right, I'm going to ask you a question. Would it be okay with you if I charge her nothing? No. No? Oh, God. Oh, no. This is not helping me. In other words, Sophia thought her mom should pay. I don't want to shatter her opinion of the judiciary. Maybe I can explain to her that if mommy keeps the money in her pocket, she can get a toy. Okay, well, I'm going to have your mommy talk to you, and then I'll ask you again, okay? You want to talk to your daughter? Yes. See, if mommy doesn't pay this because you know mom works a lot, then I will have some money and then we can get a little toy. You know what I mean? With that explanation, Sophia's mom had some hope of getting leniency. All right, should I charge her nothing or should I charge her $20? $20? $20! You know what? She's not helping. She is the good one. She didn't fall for that bribe in open court. Okay, I can tell you she's going to be a good judge or a lawyer. I can tell you right now, every governor in the country is going to make you a judge because they like the way you think. The judge thanked Sophia for her help. Okay, I appreciate your help so much. Thank you for coming up and helping me. Okay, all right, you get back with your mommy. Thank you. Then he dismissed her mother's case anyway. I want you to understand that we know how much you love your mommy and how much she loves you, so we're going to dismiss it. Thank you, Your Honor. You got a wonderful young lady there. Wonderful. Thank you. She is a wonderful child. Thank you, Your Honor. This story is about Giovanni Cabrera, who appeared in Judge Caprio's court for multiple outstanding violations. Mr. Cabrera, you have 3 parking tickets. They're all overnight parking, and 1 school zone violation on Franklin Street. He didn't seem particularly remorseful at first, but ultimately owned up to his mistake. So let's take the speeding charge first. What do you want to tell me about that? Truthfully, I don't remember it. I was driving that day. I do remember when I got the notice, I was like, oh, that was me driving that day. That one, I just got to take full responsibility for. I work in the school system, so I understand how serious it is. So I won't argue on that one. He told the judge that he worked as a youth program assistant. What do you do being a youth program assistant? What's that all about? So, youth program assistant, I basically work closely with New Urban Arts to work with all the high school students in Providence. And I personally grew up going to New Urban Arts after school program when I was in high school, and they changed my life. So I continued, and I wanted to do the same. I wanted to give back to the community. So now I work at New Urban Arts and do the same. Judge Caprio went a layer deeper and asked Cabrera about his life before he went to the program. Tell me about your life before and after you went to this program. So I grew up in Providence on the south side. That says a lot already. A lot of people have a lot of notions about Providence and what it is to grow up there. Before I started going to New Urban Arts, in general, just after school programs, I was just in the streets, just like any other kid. I was in the streets, and my mom, who is a single mother and now is going through a deportation case currently. Once I went to New Urban Arts and I met the people there, I learned that there is something to do outside of just being in the streets and all that. I learned how to produce, I learned piano. I'm a musician now and a producer, but I'm also a full-time artist. Judge Caprio was impressed with Cabrera's story. I'm very impressed with your background. Thank you. And how you turned your life around. Thank you. And you said something that struck home with me, because you said you came from the South Side, and when you come from the South Side, people have a certain perception of you. Yeah, a lot of preconceptions. Then the judge revealed he too was once stereotyped because of where he came from. I probably shouldn't tell this story, but I was working in a restaurant in downtown Providence when I was in college, right? And I was a counter boy, a counter man. I was making hamburgers and cooking and washing dishes and stuff. A lovely young lady came in, and she'd come in all the time. So I asked her for a date. She says, "You have to come in and meet my parents." I said, "Of course." And he says, "What's your name?" I told him. He says, "Where do you live?" I said, "I live in Providence." I saw it coming, right? He said, "Where in Providence?" I said, "Bradford Street." He said, "Where's that?" And I said, "Federal Hill." And he said, "You're not taking my daughter out." Of course. And that was the end of my date. Judge Caprio and Cabrera bonded over being stereotyped. People gotta let these notions go. Gotta let it go. So when you're telling me about your situation, that people had certain thoughts about you, of course. Then the judge lauded Cabrera for the work he had put in and how far he had come. I want to congratulate you for 2 things. Number 1, turning your life around, and number 2, trying to help others by paying it forward. Right. Of course. Inspector Quinn, I think we should give him a special consideration here. None of these fines doubled. He takes full responsibility. I mean, it's $100. I'm gonna dismiss it. Cabrera thanked the judge and told him he was one of a kind. I appreciate it, and I wanted to say, never have I met a judge like you. And I've been in many courtrooms growing up for silly things, not for bad things, for silly things, growing up, but never met a judge or a person like you. You're amazing. And the judge had an equally heartfelt response. I don't do anything different than what I was taught to do by my parents, and that is treat everyone with dignity and respect, and have some compassion for people. We're just doing what we think is right. Good luck to you. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day. Judge Caprio looked past the stereotypes and treated Cabrera with dignity.